right, here's a rebounding video. Finally, my first one after the holidays. How's everybody doing? How was your Christmas? Let me think. Today is December 30th, and we had a wonderful Christmas. And it was very quiet. That's what we needed. Very restful. I did not make a huge feast. We had some leftover ham, and my husband wanted pinto beans from scratch, from dried beans, because I had, I'm sure this is going to stay on here, had ham juice, that's what you want to call it, in jars. And so I used that, the ham juice for cooking the beans in, so that made them a really good flavor. Just added the ham to the beans to heat up the ham. And my husband made, it's called a pone of corn bread. And you just use your cast iron frying pan. And I thought it was wonderful. He said it's still not right, but I thought it was good. So I'm wearing my socks today while I'm jumping. I think today is day 14 out of 4 weeks, 28 weeks. And I've been eating awful, way off the wagon, and I'm not feeling good about it. I know I've put on some pounds. So, now I'm just doing shoulder twirls. So it's almost time to get back into it hard and heavy. Tomorrow night, you're welcome to join us. We are going to be on Facebook Live, both on my Facebook Live, which is Claudia Norton George, and our other worship center one, Living Waters at the Well Worship Center, or LWATWWC. Also, you can do that, either one, and you'll go right to it. I had to make it that long because there are so many Living Waters churches. But our big story is, and one reason why I didn't make videos for a couple days, we ran out of propane on Saturday. And thank God it was in the 60s here in Ohio, where we live anyways. And so it was very mild. And I called on Saturday, I called the propane company twice. Once to say we were low, and then once to say we were out. And they could have delivered on Sunday, but it would have cost $200 extra just for the delivery. So they know us. The driver knows us, and I think we were the first one on Monday morning. He brought the propane. Yay! Have propane, right? Except our furnace wouldn't run. So I thought, oh no. So my husband called Kohler Heating and Cooling. They installed the furnace, the original furnace that's here, so they know all about it. But then I said, why don't you call our good friend Frank? And so Frank and Beth came over, and they did everything they could think of to do, and it didn't work. And they were on the right track. If they had kept at it, they would have figured it out, because there was air. I think the line was airlocked, or there was air in the line, or maybe that's both the same thing. I don't know. Anyway, so Kohler came this morning, and they were able to, it was like, boom, it was fixed. So, thank goodness, thank God. But I made my online broadcast this morning in my pajamas. I didn't want to get undressed. It was so cold. It was close to 50 degrees inside. And when you sat down in the bathroom, like you just wanted, it's really cold. And so I didn't want to change my clothes until it got warmed up. And so I had on my pajamas, my heavy bathrobe, and I had, what do you call that? The kind of scarf that's just a circle, and it wraps up your neck. I had that on my neck, and so I could be warm, and an electric heater by my feet. So that's how I did my morning broadcast, and it was short. But anyway, so we've been kind of huddled up for a couple of days. Yep. I hopped and it didn't go well. So I thought, well, maybe like as if I was jogging, lifting my knees, that might go good. And it is. Ooh, that's a lot of work. That's going to get me my breath going. I've heard that when you exercise, run, whatever, that if you can still talk while you're exercising, that's where you should stay. But if you can't talk because you're so winded, unless you're doing sprints, that's not a good thing. You should exercise for older people like myself who have been fairly sedentary. I'll do my jumping jacks. Just go until you are maybe huffing and puffing but can still talk. That's a good guideline, right? So, there's that. So tomorrow night, we're going to go on Facebook Live around 7. And we're going to go till after midnight. We're going to pray in and sing in the new year. And we're going to pray for this coming year. And so, yeah, if you want to join us, that'd be great. What else has been going on? A lot's been going on. These are some of my new Christmas clothes. My husband is going to join me. We need to talk about it some more. He's going to join me. He said he's going to do the Atkins diet. He's done that before, and that worked good for him. And that's close enough to what I want to do. So it would be incredibly helpful if he did that with me. It would be such a boost to me, to my support. So, because we constantly have people coming in, and for me to be against the world all by myself, it's very hard. Like most people, they'll have company, maybe on the weekend or something. We have people in and out like almost daily. We have people coming in our lives. That's the way it is when you're pastors. Ooh, this is kind of good too. Just kind of walking, step walking. But lifting those knees, that's good. So, yeah, that's what's been going on with us. We've been having issues with our furnace. Now it's time in January, it's time to get serious about moving forward with the House of Hope. And the House of Hope is, to start with, it's just going to have to be a program, not an actual place. It's going to be here. But we do have a house, and that house is called the House of Hope, but it needs remodeling. And so we have started a program, and I wish I had more information. Maybe I can talk about it tomorrow. I'll get the information from my husband for donations. We want to get 300 people who will give $3, and we're calling them the Gideon 300. And, most people can afford $3 once a month, and that will give us a foundation, financial foundation, to get started on the house. I mean, we've already started some repairs, but we've been using our funds, like money has been going out and charging, and nothing's been coming in. So we need something coming in as a financial foundation of that. And then I want to get somebody to help me write grants. So maybe we can get some annual grants to support it. So it's an after-school program, and I am targeting little ones from like the age of 4 to 4 to 9, maybe 4 to 8. And then if they start with us and it goes well in the mentoring, because that's what we'll be doing, is mentoring them, is to continue on with them. as they get older so that they have the support to be successful, right? That's what we want. And we have poverty. We're surrounded by poverty, drugs, joblessness, that kind of welfare mentality. Generations now have been on welfare and they don't even know how to enjoy working and making an income. Like, it can be pleasurable to work and you have satisfaction. So, yeah, it takes a lot of effort, a lot of prayer. I've got a good, caring volunteer basis foundation. We have good, caring people that are willing to help. So that's good. Yeah. So tomorrow, I will get the information because my husband does Venmo, Zelle. What are the other ones? I don't even know what they are because I'm not familiar with them. Like, I don't have time to learn about that stuff right now, to be honest. And I know, like, one of them, it's just connected with his phone number. But I will get that information tomorrow. And we might start another GoFundMe, which went really pretty well when we purchased the house. The house is paid for cash, but now we need cash to model it. Let's do some high-ups. I'm going to try pointing my toes. Woo! Yay! So tomorrow night, when we do our thing, what we're going to do is probably at the beginning of each hour, I'm going to have 6 different needs, spiritual needs, and we will pray at the beginning of the hour for that spiritual need. Then we'll read scripture first and say what we're praying for in that hour, and then we'll have some music and maybe just testimonies, because my husband was given 2 words really for this year. Usually, like, he and I look for a word for the year that's like our theme word. My theme word, when I did my fasting and at the beginning of the Jewish New Year, was slow down, calm down, slow down. That's mine. So when I slow down, that's when it's easier for me to be led by the Holy Spirit, because I'm not going so fast. And when you're going fast, if you're going in the wrong direction, you're more likely to wreck and crash. But if you're going a little slower, then you can course correct easier. So that was my word. But Stephen had 2 words for the Gregorian calendar for the new year right now. And that is sudden acceleration. So mine was to slow down. His was sudden acceleration. So that doesn't mean we'll go faster. Ooh, that felt good. I leaned back on my heels. Oh, and I haven't done any low things. I'll do this. Sudden acceleration of God's plans unfolding in your life. Not sudden acceleration of acting really fast, but like prayers being answered quickly, rapidly. Dreams, visions coming to pass quickly and rapidly. And also instantaneous miracles. We have had 3 in the last 10 days. And so those are some of the testimonies, if you want to call it testimonials, that I'll want to talk about tomorrow night as encouragement. So, yes. Ooh, yes. All right. I think I've been going for quite a while. I don't have my glasses on, so I can't see. But I think it's about time to be done. So, God bless. Join me in just moving. Move your body. get that blood pumping. Life is in the blood. Ooh, 15 minutes, perfect. God bless.